Most of us have heard about climate change. Unfortunately, the message has been cluttered with punditry, masked with misinformation, and manipulated by people interested in keeping business as usual. This has made it difficult for many people to see clearly what is happening. Fortunately, there is a group of people who have a solid grasp on reality: scientists. What scientists know is that there is a human influence on climate and that this influence poses serious risks for our future. In America, we have a very consumptive lifestyle, and it takes a gargantuan amount of energy to move us around, make and transport our goods, and keep us comfortable, full, and clean. Unfortunately, most of this energy comes from the burning of fossil fuels. The process of burning these fuels produces greenhouse gases that accumulate in the atmosphere, trapping heat from the sun and disrupting the Earth's natural climate. CO2 is reaching an atmospheric level of over 390 parts per million, a level higher than it has been in the past 15 million years. As a corollary, temperatures from 1995 to 2011 are the highest on record and are getting warmer. When the concentration of greenhouse gases builds, a number of things begin to occur, and many of these occurrences trigger feedback loops. One event will set off others in an unstoppable progression that becomes increasingly more rapid and extreme. One of the more dangerous of these feedback loops is the melting of polar ice, which amplifies global warming in two ways. 1. When sea ice melts, its reflective surface gives way to deep blue ocean water that absorbs and holds heat from the sun. 2. The thawing of vast areas of permafrost will release large amounts of methane gas, a gas 25 times more potent than CO2 pound for pound. If we stay on the path that we are currently on, we will experience extreme consequences, including, but not limited to, sea level rise, wildfires, intense and frequent storms, drought, coastal flooding, and a detrimental loss of natural species. These violent changes to our natural world will inflict agricultural destruction, starvation, water shortages, population displacement, destruction to our built environment, and much more. The interaction of these impacts will be overwhelming and will likely push and exceed the limits of human adaptability. While some of the effects of climate change are already set in motion and we will have to adapt to these, we do have the means to avoid or diminish many dangerous consequences. Our future is not yet set in stone, but the cement is drying quickly and we have to act now. The first thing that we need to do is take ownership over the situation. We've made a mess, we're standing in it, and we need to clean it up. We can begin by making quick and universal change in the following ways. Subsidize and deploy clean energy technology that already exists. Update our energy infrastructure to support new technology. Seriously invest in research and design. Change the way we get around with more public transit and less fossil fuels. Set realistic prices on resources, including placing a much-needed tax on carbon. Make a global commitment with other nations to decrease our environmental impact. Educate our people as much as possible on what our situation is and how we can adapt to it. Reduce what we use, reuse what we can, and recycle what we can't. None of these tactics will work alone. We have to hit this from all sides, and we have to realize that it will mean changing the way we live. The sustainable choice has to become the default choice. Though much needs to be done at a policy level, you can support these changes with your votes, your voice, and the choices you make every day. As humans, we are capable of great destruction and devastation. We are also capable of incredible innovation and progress. Look at where we were 100 years ago and imagine where we could be in the next 100.